The Karnataka Cabinet is scheduled to convene today a deliberate on 7 significant bills reflecting the government's commitment to legislative reforms across various sectors. Now, Karnataka Public Procurement Transparency Amendment Bill of 2025, Karnataka Registration Amendment Bill of 2025, Karnataka Stamps Amendment Bill of 2025, Karnataka Land Revenue Amendment Bill of 2025, and Karnataka Land Encroachment Prevention Amendment Bill of 2025. Now, Brihad Bengaluru Mahanagara Palika Amendment Bill of 2025 and Karnataka Police Amendment Bill of 2025 are likely to be brought for deliberations. In addition to these legislative discussions, attention is directed towards the recent submission of a report on the alleged 40% commission scam under the previous BJP government. Retired Karnataka High Court Judge Justice Nagamohan presented findings suggesting that contractors were compelled to pay 40% commission to government officials to secure project fund releases. These allegations, initially raised by the Karnataka State Contractors Association, have prompted calls for accountability and further investigation into the previous administration's practices. The outcomes of today's cabinet meeting and the subsequent actions regarding the commission report are anticipated to significantly influence Karnataka's political and administrative landscape. Crucial discussions to take place in the cabinet meet. Several bills that are to be tabled as well coming in for discussion, crucially with regard to the BBMP as well as several registration aspects with regard to the government. The Karnataka Cabinet is scheduled to in fact have those bills discussed and also bringing in these bills for the current session. Meanwhile, the question about the 40% commission that was there as alleged by the Congress before the elections. This particular report was made by a judge and it has been handed over to the Chief Minister. This would in fact give an idea to what exactly happened with regard to the allegations on the 40% commission scam that was accused by the Congress on the BJP government. Now, retired Karnataka High Court Judge Justice Nagamohan has presented the findings, suggesting that contractors were compelled to pay 40% commission to government officials to secure project fund releases. For more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Vajiola. Vajiola, this particular series of bills that are coming in are important. Of course, when you have the BBMP Amendment Bill as well as the registration bills, there's deliberation going to be on it. But importantly also, the question about the 40% Sarkara findings, the report that was going to be given by especially when it comes to this particular aspect of it, because it was one of the most important campaign projects by the Congress ahead of the elections, which it in fact subsequently won. So what findings are there and how is this report going to be playing in the coming days in Karnataka's politics?
Well, absolutely, Varghese. This was one of the most important campaigns that the Karnataka government or the Congress government had done, and that is what brought them to the power. But what we've seen in the last few days is Justice Das has already submitted 20,000-page report to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, and that is something that will be discussed in the coming days, is what we've been told. Whether that will be the part of the cabinet meeting that is going to be held today is something that we are not sure of. But it is something that is on the front runner in all the discussions that's happening in the state right now, because this was one of the most awaited reports. This was a report that had brought down an entire government. But in this cabinet session, what we actually know is going to be discussed is the minority reservation bill for 4%. Apart from that, the Karnataka Registration Amendment Bill, the Stamp Bill, the Land Revenue Bill, the Land Encroachment Prevention Amendment Bill, and the most important one, like you also mentioned, is the Brihad Bengaluru Palika Amendment Bill. Now, how will that coincide with the other Brand Bengaluru project that is also being pushed, or the Greater Bengaluru Bill that has been passed? Because 7 corporations will be built in. So all that discussion is also important. But whether PCM and that 40% commission bit of it will be a part of the discussion or not is something that we'll only get to know after the discussion, Varghese.